Hello, everybody. Let's see how we are doing today. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing fine. We're getting back into some canola from yesterday. Alright. So I had a little bit of even afternoon tonight, but we'll slow down. We're gonna do some farm sim, and hopefully we're gonna try to finish this field tonight. I don't know if we're gonna do much anything after that. But welcome to the part 2 of the live stream from yesterday. And if you're watching this on the VOD, do yourself a favor about every night or so, whatever, keep notifications on. And I will be here streaming Farm Sim, hopefully. Till I get bored of the game, but for right now, I got some admiration to play this game a little bit, so. We're back here in Ray County, Missouri. Planting canola. So had a fun afternoon. Had to go mulch. Nice nice house here. I guess you can say that. It was alright. Gas is expensive though. What's up, Car 282? Gas is expensive. I smell like about $4 a pop at the gas station. That was that was fun. Damn it, Bella. I took you outside. How you doing, Car 282? Alright, give me a second to deal with my dog. Okay, I am back. Sorry. Could be better. What about you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good myself, honestly. Doing pretty good. Got done with the hard day's work. Came home, played some Farm Sim. Play a video game about the shittiest job in American history. What kind of dog do you have? I have a pit bull. cutie. She had to go back outside, so just took her outside real quick, hooked her up to the lead so she can go potty. Okay, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. We have a pit bull. One day I will own a dog. They're nice. They're good if you got the time and money. I love my dog, but personally, I don't think after her for a while I'll get another. I'm going to be very busy with my future career. So... What type of dog would you want to own? What type of dog would you like to own there? I want a husky, but unfortunately I am allergic to them. Oh, man, that sucks. Wow. What that means is you need to grow a pair and just kind of deal with it. Nah, I'm kidding. No, I'm kid. I kid. Yeah. My mom was allergic to to cats. But we had a Maine Coon, and she wasn't allergic to him. But I mean, he really didn't shed much, anyways. So. Low key, thanks for the idea. But it's really the dog hair. So finding a breed that doesn't shed much is probably your best bet. But you know what the hell do I know? I'm just some young adult just playing farm sim. So damn it. Try to get this. I usually be playing music right now, but my last couple streams got content region blocked because of copyrighted content. Damn it, dude. Fucking GPS. Shit sucks. Just gotta figure out the growing a pair part. You probably know more than you think. Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, you just gotta go a prayer and just deal with it, man. You gotta be a man about it, boy. Just fucking with you, bro. Okay, there we go. I got my ass on track now. I might actually know what the hell I'm doing. No, I'm just kidding. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But we're here, and you guys are watching me trying to figure out this process. This is my, I want to say my first save. I played Farm Sim 25, you know, a couple times here and there, but I finally am getting into it because they have all the mods I like, which reminds me, I want to make sure that my GPU fans are properly spinning at the proper RPM. I'm still trying to figure that part out, bro. My life changed when I found something out about myself, so. What you figure out? You find out you were a wizard, Harry? Alright, let's go and flip the sumbitch around. No, I'm not. I'm not. This is a, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a safe place, because it's still YouTube. But I'm not. I don't give a shit. People do what you do as long as you're not, doing kids or animals, and I really don't care, you know? Anything consensual between two adults is their business, ain't mine. Yeah, no, I'm not homophobic. Gay 2 years ago now. I'm trying to figure out my life considering my parents are to put. Found out I was gay like 2 years ago. Now just trying to figure out like my life considering my parents are, to put it nicely, a handful. Not to sound rude, do you speak English by chance? Confusing, but I think I get the gist of it. I get the gist of it. I'm just being an asshole. Just ignore me sometimes, broski. Just being an asshole. Well, that's cool. That's cool that you that you found that out. Yeah. What was the process like finding that out? You didn't accidentally click onto like a special category of the funny Canadian website, did you? And now your life changed. No, I speak my own languages, lol. I speak a certain language, but I'm not allowed to say it because it's gonna probably get my ass a content strike. Well, I speak the Danese. Some bitch is lugging, dude. Come on. Damn it, put some power to her. Come on, White. Hit her with your damn purse. There you go. Up that hill. Get up that hill, boy. Oh, what is this? An 8010 white Algo tractor, Challenger, Challenger, Caterpillar. Who else makes this tractor? I swear, like, I got like 12 mods for this. No, I just kind of was able to feel attraction towards women. Oh, so you feel that towards dudes, or? Ooh, shit, I didn't know I had these mods. That's freaking cool. We got a new plowing tractor set up right there. I forgot I have so many mods for this damn game. I think Agco, White, and Challenger. Something else. If it was a black tractor, I would say whip it and tell it to get back to. God. We don't tolerate homophobics, but racism is a different story. That shit is crazy, bro. Pretty much, yeah. Oh, God. I should not be laughing, but... Well, it's 2026. We gotta be inclusive now, so we have to whip the white tractor, okay? God, dude. Fucking... That shit escaped from Instagram. It's the perfect coping mechanism. Am I wrong? Whipping people? I want you to clarify, because we're on a slight delay here. So I just want to clarify. Are you saying that whipping people is the perfect coping mechanism? I need some clarification here. Can you give me some clarification? Well, I mean, violence is sometimes the answer, but no, lol, I meant humor. And can someone tell me why that almost autocorrected the human? Okay. I cannot tell you why it almost autocorrected the human, but what I can tell you is that you need to go to Illinois. They have a beautiful, beautiful mental health system up in Illinois. I think you'll fit right in. You'll love it there. And I hope you get that reference. I just... Oh shit. I take a screenshot there. Just a little quickie. I really feel like my ADHD says no. Well, if you didn't get it, Illinois has some controversy with dealing with the mental health, with the mentally ill. But yeah, okay, I guess. Yeah, go assault people. Don't in Minecraft. Only in Minecraft. Dude, don't do that anywhere else. Okay, well, so that's an interesting turn of events in this live stream. I'm gonna have to probably just download this video and re-upload. I don't know if I can leave those chats in there. That's something. You know, it's fuck it. Stick it in the fucking bucket. I need to look back here and figure out. Can I do it at school? No, I said Minecraft. Minecraft only. Okay. Yeah, there's something I completely forgot to do, which was to buy versus soil information, which requires us to do that, and then let's purchase soil information there, which, oh god, that was a pretty shitty ass field we bought. Our field's also pretty shitty ass. I mean, I kept getting called an Estler last year, so I just that one person. Why don't you? God dang it, girl! So mouthy for no reason. Anyways, I think for that one, for that person, you should just touch them. Um, yeah. I think that's what you should do. Just give him a big old fat smooch on the lips, right there and then. Oh, oh. Well, call her the funny word that means the same, but for girls that starts with D and it rhymes with bikes. Just call her that one. That's what I would do. She probably likes kissing girls anyway, so you know, it's like whatever. See, that's what I would do. I think you're facing something called a personal problem. I think that's, I'll just call them the funny word that starts with D and rhymes with bike. And it's for lesbians. That's what I would do. Fuck it, we ball, right? That works. Also, she was dating the guy I have a crush on. He's straight, by the way, but supposedly. Well, you know, that's kind of, you can just fix that. Just take care of it, you know? Hell if I know. Don't talk to me for dating advice, dude. I can barely get any bitches, bro. Sorry, my fault. Respectable women. I can't. I could. I just don't try. It's just to me. I just don't try, and I really don't care because I'd rather save my money for land, trucks, and guns. You know. And women are expensive. Any partner's expensive. I would gladly. Yeah. But yeah. Any partner's expensive. Stay single as long as you can. Because one day it's going to change. And it's going to cost you money. And one day you're going to have to make the important decision whether to go to Applebee's on a date or to put gas in your truck. You already know the answer for me because my truck makes 10 miles to the gallon, so it actually chooses it for me. I'm putting gas in it, but, you know, it's like, whatever, you know, but you get what I'm saying, you know. I don't have that issue. But you will, and that's a you problem. Not a me problem, it's a you problem, bud. Let's go for that. I'm just gonna kind of be a loner for a little bit. Try to make all the money I can for a bit, you know, settle down, and then I might start looking. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, crying like it's older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country road. Yeah, and how's the gas prices treating you in your truck? Is it a diesel by chance? No, it's a gasser, so it's like better but worse. Because it makes 10 miles to the gallon, which if it's a diesel, it'll probably make, you know, like 13 or 14. But gas is also expensive. My area is like $3.60 a gallon for regular, and like a gallon for premium. But I'm a white person, so I pay for Walmart Plus, because you know that's just what we do. We always shop at Walmart for everything. So at 10 cents off the gallon. Nah, my man's gonna be the if you know, you know. Yeah, if you know, you know. I don't know what the fuck we're knowing, but apparently I guess I know it. Okay, GPS, I did not want to, I want to get on this track. Because you're going to be a stingy little bitch, and you're not going to let me, I didn't even see that, but, you know, whatever. Ours is like fourth, good lord, I would probably start a pistol at that point. Kidding, I kid, YouTube moderators, I kid, I'm kidding. Yeah, but no, like, no, not $4.30 a gallon. I personally could I could not do $4.30 a gallon for fuel, especially with the money I'm making. Like, I would simply just sell my truck and buy a Toyota Camry at that point. Which is honestly probably the responsible thing to do, but once again, I'm a white American. I'm not gonna sell my truck. I'm too proud of myself to do that. I'm too arrogant. I got ignorant and arrogant mixed up the other day. I was talking about people living in Phoenix. I was like, Phoenix is just showing how ignorant people are. And the proper word was arrogant. Because they do not care. They want to live in hot-ass Phoenix. They want to enjoy 120 degrees days. They actually don't want to, but they do. They're arrogant. Arrogant. Country roads Take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Take me home. Do you drive a truck? Do you drive a truck by chance? Or what do you drive? What do you drive? That's the better question. What do you operate on a daily basis? I don't drive those, so I ain't gotta pay for this shit. Can we just open the freaking Alaskan pipeline? Also, why does the GPS have to be a pain in the ass? Well, the reason why we're not wanting to open up our own things is because it's very expensive to pay Americans, so it's very unlikely gas prices are gonna drop any by paying hardworking Americans, because you know we have things called like minimum wage and healthcare and stuff, and the Alaskan pipelines up there are just very expensive. So, you know, that's why we don't open that stuff, because we'll still be losing money, and honestly, we'd be spending more for fuel onto that. Now, if you guys can excuse me for 1 second. Okay, I am so sorry. I am back. But yeah, that's why the Alaskan pipeline's not probably open, because we don't want to pay your own country, which is a very sad thing. But you got to see it from a business perspective. It just doesn't make sense, you know. Why does GPS have to be a pain in the ass? Because it does. But it is nice seeing this in farm sim. I actually love it around, dude, the headlands. It actually defaults the old keybinds from the old mod from FS25. If I could, I will drive really any diesel truck. I don't drive because I'm legally blind, so who knows? I may never drive. Big sad. Diesel trucks are nice, but I wouldn't recommend them unless you do need a diesel truck. My dream truck is a diesel truck, and I do plan on getting it. It's a GMC. Hold up. 1 second. YouTube is suggesting something. The audio stream current rate is 0, which is lower than recommended. We recommend you use an audio as 120 kilobits. Can I change that now? I don't care about that. I care about, can I change my shit now to make my stream slightly better, which, okay, it is. There we go. Okay, it's being weird. Sorry, YouTube Studio was just saying to change my audio bit rate to like 120, 120. Yeah, okay. You're not gonna give me the option to change it. Okay, well, we'll fuck with you later then. Fuck you, YouTube. I'm kidding. I love you, YouTube. YouTube, you're awesome. You're freaking awesome. Okay. Back on track, y'all. Back on track. So, my dream truck is a 2026 GMC 2500 with a 6.6 liter Duramax. I'm gonna get the diesel. Do I really need it? Probably considerably no. I'm just gonna get it because, you know, if I have the money for it, you know, like, what's the point of getting a gasser, you know? But honestly, like, diesels are only good and should only be if you really need a diesel, because as much as they're praised, I'm currently going to high school and in diesel class right now, so I know how to work with diesels. That's another thing. If you, I mean, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't argue with that logic at all. But for the most consumer grade, diesels have their pros and cons. There are pros and cons. So a pro is reliability, durability, you know, the whole gist of it. The cons is when something goes wrong with a diesel, it's expensive. If it's a gasoline motor, it's nothing. You know, it's just average crap. Oh shit, your fuel injector eats crap. $30 at AutoZone. Oh, your diesel fuel injector, shoot, yeah, it's $200, and you got to pay a shop $300 to get it fixed. You know, it's like usually diesels are more problematic if something does break. So finding reliable diesel is you know, one part of the issue for sure. So, yeah. Or you can do what I'm doing and just get a truck with a lifetime warranty on it. But it also brings into your next thing, your diesel exhaust fluid, which is some communist bullshit that I heavily stand against. Because not only does it actively destroy emissions on the trucks, it lugs them down, it makes them slower, it makes them super complicated. It's like a $10,000 upgrade to put a Duramax in a new GMC Sahara, and I'm pretty sure half of that cost is just because of the diesel exhaust fluid system. But diesel exhaust fluid is some absolute bullcrap, and I despise it. And which is unfortunate about getting a truck that has a lifetime warranty like the one I'm planning to get, because I have to keep that stupid system in my truck. Am I going to make it the dealer's problem once the truck starts getting slower and sluggish because it's breathing in its own farts and pissing on itself with cow piss? Oh, absolutely. I'm going to make it everybody's problem at the dealership to go fix it and make my truck run like new again. But until then, I'm just going to kind of deal with it, you know? Because the dealership near. Well, hey, 36 days and one school year left. Oh, you get out early, or there's total days, school days. I get out in like May, so after that it's lineman work, which is where hopefully I'll be making all the money to get my beautiful new truck. What the fuck? Alright, let's try this now. Perfect. But But yeah, personally, diesel's kind of like a no-go for me. Or, well, sorry, it's a go for me. You know what? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. May 22nd for me. May 21st. So I'm fucking better than you, you freaking loser. Keys. I'm kidding. I kid. 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 I am kidding. I'm kidding. Do not self-harm. If you self-harm, you will be very bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm just saying this for legal purposes, by the way. I hope you know. I hope you know. Yeah. But as a going through diesel mechanic school and whatnot, what is your opinion on diesel exhaust fluid? What's your honest opinion? What's your honest opinion on diesel exhaust fluid? That shit would hurt. What would hurt? Hurting yourself? Don't do that. Okay, guys, real quick, should I put on default radio stations for Farm Sim 22? I'll take the first vote. The first vote, yes or no? It's pointless. They just do it because they think they're helping with the environment. Really, gases are worse than diesels without death. True. Yeah, because, well, first of all, diesel's a more efficient burning fuel, and I don't know if it's more refined or less refined, but I think less refined because it's more referred to oil. It's a very thicker substance, so the manpower, the labor, you know, it's very, I don't know how to say it, but I think death is just stupid. And I will argue with any environmentalist because there's really no good research on diesel exhaust fluid being better for it. And as I tell a lot of people, yes to radio stations. What I tell like a lot of people is like, what's worse, a truck burning a little more fuel or a truck rotting in a junkyard because it's unreliable, and no one wants it. So they'll just buy more. They'll just buy newer trucks. We're gonna listen to 181 Real Country. And maybe if we play it low enough, they won't be able to copyright it. And if it does, then we just won't do it again, you know? It's just simple as that. But I think it's pointless. There's no real research on how DEF improves the emissions of diesel vehicles, really. It's extra maintenance, it's extra things to keep up, and it just makes more diesel trucks more prone to be left into the junkyard and abandoned. And I think anything that makes a vehicle unreliable and more prone to the vehicle being abandoned into a junkyard or anything, it's not emissions, because at that point now you're just utilizing a landfill, you know? It's kind of entirely pointless. But like I said, I'm not a professional. That's just in the country boy's opinion to the matter. But which is another big thing, because I hear they're did you hear they're trying to work on outlawing it. Did you hear about that, car? Did you hear about that, car? They're gonna try to work on outlawing diesel exhaust fluid. I did, and I 100% support that choice. Absolutely. Now, another thing what I'm going to go ahead and do real quick is I am currently in the Journal VC of the FS Clips Discord. So, alternatively, if you don't want to, wait for my response for like 2 minutes and sit there still, then you can actually look in the description of this live stream right now. I've updated it, including with the link to the well, I had a fucking link and then this went pretty much shit. Well, anyways, there is a link in the description if you want to join the FS Clubs Discord and join me in the Journal VC and chat. Specifically targeted to you, car 282. Targeted directly towards you if you want to go ahead and do that, because yeah. Hopefully you got all that, car. Oh shit. Okay. Ooh, we just had the fucking ridge markers out. Right shift P. Huh. Right shift P. Okay. Damn, dude. Okay, we got our first person to join the voice chat. How's it going there, sir? My guest speaker. Are you the car person? Oh shit, you're chatting into general crap. Oh, what's that, broski? Yeah, my fucking mic don't work. Fucking loser. I'm kidding, I kid. I kid. Bro, I just don't understand how people think they're that bad. To me, it sounds like just like a marketing scam for the government to make us Americans not as free to do what we want. Yeah, so my take on it, I don't know if it's like, because, you know, it costs the government money, and I don't think it's like more government things. I think it's just more crap the EPA wants to do. Like, not necessarily the government, but the Environmental Protective Agency, that sector of the government, if that, like, makes any sense at all to an aspect and a half, I guess. And I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. But I believe it's just more for them to just try to feel like they know what they're doing, or there's this slight like update, and they're like, oh, you know, this does this, and like so fucking cool, and blah 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 blah, and we should make it law now, without them going through the actual experiments, you know. Um, which the EPA to be is just entirely just a big joke, you know. It just, a lot of things they don't make sense. They're the reason why no one drives cars anymore. Um, Simply because of the fact that it's easier to sell a pickup truck and a large SUV over a small town car. Because of emissions values, you know. So that makes sense. I mean, I've been to car shows with my family, and all you hear from the diesel truck owners is we want to death delete because it makes the truck way cooler. Yes. So they actually recently did. I think they passed something where now the EPA is no longer going after people that delete trucks. I don't know if that's on a. I don't. I know that's for personal aspect. I don't know if that's for commercial or not. It's very different there. Now, give me a second. I'm going to think about my next move here. So, we planted the field. We need to roll the field. And we need to get a roller. And we need a truck with a pin hitch. So, let's go grab the dump truck. And let's go buy ourselves a roller. Which I think the dump truck's over here. Yeah, there it is. The old 454 big block. But actually, since we got those bigger tractors, and I feel like throwing myself in financial debt, let's just pull one of these. Yeah, that's good enough. First of all, let's see if it's on sale. And no, it's not. What communist horseback trailer is that? Okay. Ooh. But I don't need a T. I don't even know where I get half these mods from, dude. How many mods do you have? I have numbers. I'll put it that way. I have mods. I don't know exactly how many mods I have. I don't know exactly how many mods I have, but I have a few. Okay, there's that ad code. Alright, let's see. Agco, white. I have like 350 or something like that. Most trucks are, and some our construction things, and like zero tractors, since you lazy look for the good ones. I don't know, I just got whatever I can from it. So that's 225, so we need a good pulling tractor, I think. We may not. Soil cultivation, seeding, yield improvement, rollers. 120, that's a 275. Actually, this wouldn't be half bad. I think this is just a good size. Crossboard. I think that'd be good for row crop. Websites. What websites do you use to find your mods? I use Itch. I like to use Itch. It's a lot of original mod creators you're gonna find on Itch. They give you good descriptions. And there's a lot of good quality mods there. Itch.io, and you can find FS25 mods there. Also, it gives a lot of mod creators more freedom in how they advertise. So there's like a lot of like if you find like some really cool mods, they'll have like their own custom like web page format. Like it reminds me of like the early 2000s and 90s when people used to do that back in the day. I found some really fucking trucks on there. I don't know why you're finding trucks that breed. Okay, there we go. For a second, I was concerned. I was deeply concerned. Okay. Now the question is, should I purchase a new tractor to be like a lugging tractor? Ooh. Wait, no, this is a single engine option. Do we have another 7810? I feel like I downloaded like several 708010 mods. We have an 8010 series. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a two-wheel drive configuration, which was kind of sad. Another 708010. Sorry, I lost my train of thought and finished the sentence. Type shit. Happens. We got a 40X55. I'm looking in medium tractors. Let's look in large tractors and let's go to mods because we're not going to find any really good. I'm surprised I got some good New Holland options. And they're US based too. Hell yeah, brother. There's a Ford. It's like a 396. Holy big bud. Have ADHD, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Yeah, well, I sure it was. For a little bit. Ooh, there's the 8000 series. That's just that series of tractor. Okay. Ain't nothing special. There's a good FS22 one for the 8000 series tractor, but it no longer exists for FS25, unfortunately. Okay, I don't man, it sucks. It's like I want to get heavy duty tractor, but I guess we're just gonna have to use we're gonna be financially responsible. However, that doesn't mean we can't get another like medium duty tractor. With that being said, we got the CVT, CVX. Ooh, what is that? That is probably one of the stupid transmissions that are slightly homosexual. With the what's the one that we have already? Yeah, it's one of these John Deere's. It's not small, is it? Small tractors? Notice the 3650. Okay, that's the 46. Okay, wait. If you could have any truck in the world, like legit sky's the limit, what would it be and what would you do with it? So, my dream truck, does it have to be realistic configuration or could it be unrealistic configuration? Like it doesn't exist, but it would be nice to have. Anything. All right, well, starting on my realistic. I already told you guys earlier, I want a 2026 GMC Sierra 2500 HD with the 6.6 liter Duramax, the Allison 10 speed, the whole gist. Double cab long bed. I'm not a big crew cab guy. I'm not a Denali guy, you know. So just a simple SLE. If I could, I wish I can get it into an SLT. They no longer offer the SLT in double cab or extended cab trucks, because they feel like they need to pressure everybody into purchasing trucks of higher trim and bigger trucks than people need. But that's my opinion. That's debate for another day. Another good contender is I would like to have a 2007 Silverado 2500 HD. Um, with the LBZ Duramax, Allison 6 speed, and I would actually want to swap the front end from a cat eye to a flat eye front end. Because the newer model GMT 800s, I'm still good the GMT 800s, not the GMT 900s, but the newer model GMT 800s are they have more features, they have better quality, like more leather seats, more trim options, everything, so you can get a lot more luxury out of a truck like that. Okay. So, that would be one. So it's a 4630 and quad range, synchro, power shift. What the fuck's the synchro? Is it the? I swear to God, if this is stupid. Oh God, who wants a freaking synchro? Like by quad range. You know what? A two-wheel drive tractor would not be bad. Maybe do deals and striping. But what about yours? What truck would you want? An old '08 Ford F350 or something newer. Like, broski's gonna. You want the 6.4 Power Stroke? Ooh, damn! Open station. You want the 6.4 Power Stroke? My brother had one, but it blew the motor in one. Well, the first motor, it was neither there or here. Um, but he decided he wants something a little different, I guess. Not different. He wanted a better motor, so he put a better motor in, and then that motor's kind of crap now. So we're here now, you know. It's a 6.4 power stroke. No matter what you do to that motor, it just won't compute. It's okay. It's a good motor for what it was designed for. It was built in a rush, and I felt like if better time and design was taken into quality, it would be a better motor than what it's known for. It's very powerful. It's a very, I want to say strong, but it's very powerful. It's good to lay down some deep torque, and some of the best towing records held by pickups today are still by the 6.4 power stroke. It's just unreliable, and it was built in a rush because the 6.0 power stroke was such a flop. Ford tried to rush it with Navistar to redo the motor and this and that, and I don't think sufficient amounts of testing and um testing was done for the platform. And that happens in a pickup truck's lifetime. Or just in general something more durable. Well, at that point, just buy a new truck. You can get the third gen Super Duty, which carries the same interior, changes to the exterior, and offers the 6.7 power stroke. And if you get it in, don't get the early models, get the later models because the 6.7 power stroke had its own issues for a little bit. But I wouldn't mind having this is a nice tractor mod. Oh no, never mind. Okay, shit mod. Well, we tried. Well, we tried, and that is all we can say. Ooh. I think I only need twins on this. What about, how do Mishies look? Too skinny, skinny. We got wides? That's like her. That's good. What makes it a good mod what makes it a good mod versus mod in your opinion? Well, first of all, I kind of dissect it into like several categories. I got shit mods, bad mods, okay, good, and great mods. So a shit mod is something that's just like a mesh lab, 3D model, put on like, a crappy drivetrain. Here's a basic collision model, send it off down the road. A bad mod is it puts in a little more effort here and there, but there are certain things that are just kind of, but it's still like a mod I would not want to use. It's crappy, to say the least, but it has a little more work to it, and it's probably just because it's an unexperienced dev. Um, like that last mod, I want to say it's a shit mod. It's just a bad mod. The lights didn't work in it, and it just kind of lacks certain quality of life. Like the weights didn't work or anything. So then you got the okay mods, and they're okay, they're good. There's quality, there's effort. I would use it. Would it be my downright favorite to use? By no means. No, it's not my favorite to use. And if I can use something else, I would. But if I have no other option, I would use it. And then you got the good mods. They're they're good. They have their quality. They're nice. They function. But there's like a few little petty things here and there. Maybe like your running boards show through the floor, or maybe your turn signals don't work right. And then you have your great mods. Big example was Riddleman Buck's square body mod from the last farm sim. A great mod. It was good. It was functional. There was no glitches. Nothing. It was a perfect mod. Something that person took quality in, and they didn't just think about themselves, their own preference. They gave preferences out to the community, and it works like comparably. I can compare it to the real life model. So okay, I can change that different color, but I don't want. I want to keep that same. So for example, like FS Clips, GMT 800, I would rank that probably in the good category. It's good. It's nice to have a GMT. Anything, the only thing that bugs me is FS Clips mods is the tires poke through the truck beds and fenders. You see, that's another thing. Like that's why it's not a great mod. My personal ick about it, if you would classify that, is the turn signals are wrong on the front of the. At least I know for the flat eye. Uses the daylight running lights, not the actual turn signals. Um, the camera position for the seat, it sits way too low and way too far back, so you really can't see what you're doing. Or how you're operating the truck, it looks like you're driving a piece of crap squatted truck. Like that position, you're always leaning back, and you get all the bitches, all the boys in the yard. I got reverse, second, and third. Steering mode. Control Y, front wheel steering. Favorite mod of his? I only have one. So technically it would be that Cat his Cat Eye mod, which it's a really nice mod, and I really appreciate about it because it includes the flat eye. which is something you kind of don't really see, unfortunately. People prefer the cat eyes. I prefer flat eye Silverados, the 99 to 01s. So that definitely was very nice to see. But unfortunately, it's just because of those turn signals, the seating position. It's not really it. The only thing that it keeps it from like an okay mod is I love the way it drives. It drives realistically. You let off the gas, it doesn't instantly slow down, and it actually struggles. Like a lot of trucks and a lot of truck mods in this game do not struggle like real ones. They're very easy driving. They can pull anything in the world. That I completely filled the trailer full of C's. I put an extra C paddle on the back of that truck, and I was expecting it to do that, but no, she actually struggled. She actually struggled a little bit, you know, to try to accelerate and get the speed. Yeah, exactly, and then your 100 to 0 is in 3 seconds. Yeah, the only thing that makes me a little upset is I wish it was an automatic. Because unfortunately, there's 2 different versions of transmissions you're going to find in almost any truck mod in this game, unless you get them from a good developer. Which is, you're either going to get the, you're either going to get the CVT or you're going to get a stick. Unfortunately, his truck is advertised to be a manual, but the interior says otherwise. It's an automatic. It doesn't have a stick in it. And what you can do is what I like about my dump truck mod I have in this game, that GMT 400 I have, is it's an automated manual transmission. So what that basically means is it has each individual gear, but it goes through them automatically for you. Okay, and I have manual mode on, so all my vehicles, you know, I manually select my gears, you know, and ranges and stuff. Which is nice because, you know, when you come from a tractor and then you gotta get in your truck and then you gotta manage your gear, it pisses me off sometimes. You know, I would just rather have like an automatic and quickly go around the farm, you know. But I don't want a CVT because, you know, I have a pair of balls. So So it's very simple. Let me go and teach you. Let me grab. All right. So here. All right. So